Six Flags Fiesta Texas in San Antonio, Texas may very well be the best Six Flags park ever. I mean, it probably is. It's great. And if you had told me a couple months ago that a Six Flags park would be in my top 5 favorite parks, well, I would have said you're just playing crazy. But it's managed to happen, and it's managed to happen because of this fantastic park. I don't think it'll ever happen again, but this park has done it. It is by far one of the best parks I've ever been to. I love it so much. Outside of Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, it is probably the best looking park that I've been to. It has natural beauty with the quarry wall, but it also has fantastic theming. It has a Tex-Mex area. It has a German European area, and it also has a boardwalk area, which is really awesome and something that I never really would expect out of this park. I'd always heard that it had some really cool Spanish themed, Mexican themed areas, but I didn't realize that there was so much more to this park's theming, and it really, really surprised me. So without a doubt, with one of the most beautiful parks I have been to. It also has a great selection of family and kids rides. It has a Ferris wheel. It has a log flume called Bugs Whitewater Rapids, which was a really good attraction. I really enjoyed that. So if you have yet to do a good water or log flume, I would definitely recommend doing it when you're down at Fiesta Texas, because this one has a couple of airtime moments and you don't get too wet. It was a lot of fun, and there was also some really cool theming. So it's definitely a highlight of the trip. I did not realize that I was going to be getting on such a cool log flume. They have bumper cars. They have Looney Tunes area with some kids attractions. I think like 15 or 16 attractions. One of the coolest rides there, though, is their teacup ride. It's themed after the game of pool. So they have the 8-ball and the all the different balls, stripes and solids and all of that. And I'm a pretty big pool fan. I'm a pretty all right player. But they called this the Hustler, and I love that. It's so great. It's so cool. I really, really thought that was awesome. It just really fit into the theme. I think it was in the Spanish themed area of the park. But it was cool nonetheless. Obviously, it's not really a solid themed attraction because it's not themed to the actual area it's in or whatever like that. But it was really cool to see that, and it was different and unique, and I really thought that was awesome. They also have a pretty solid coaster collection at this park. Wonder Woman, Golden Lasso, their RMC Raptor coaster is fantastic. Iron Rattler, their RMC hybrid coaster, is fantastic. Superman Krypton coaster, the B&M floorless coaster, is actually my favorite floorless coaster that I've been on. Goliath is their B&M invert, and that's just a Batman clone. But I do enjoy that they have it blue and yellow, so it's not your typical yellow and black color scheme that the other Batman clones used a lot of times. And they have Batman the Ride, which is their 40 free spin, which is actually a very controversial ride. A lot of people don't like them. A lot of people do. I am one that likes them quite a lot. I was actually with a couple of other people, and they did not like the ride at all. But I got off of it on the exact same train and loved it. So that just shows you how controversial these attractions are. They also have some other great rides. Poltergeist. They have a Mine Train, and they have Pandemonium as well. So they have a lot of good coasters there. So if you're looking for some great coasters, Fiesta Texas also has you. So far, we have great theming, great selection of family and kid rides, and great coasters. So far, we're on a roll. This park really, really hits it out of the park. They also have a drop tower called Scream, which is an S&M's powered drop tower. You have the actual drop, and then you have a couple of airtime moments where it just shoots you back down and up and forth and up and down and up and down. So that was really cool. It's an alright drop tower. I really like how it's different colors, so it really looks cool in the skyline though. So it's not the best drop tower, but it does have it does look really cool in the skyline. One thing I have to say about this park is they have some great themed attractions as well. The Joker Carnival of Chaos is one of the best themed attractions I have ever been on. This is their pendulum ride, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers or any secrets, but be prepared for almost anything. This is a crazy, crazy queue that this ride has. It's top-notch theming, especially as Six Flags go. I applaud them for that. It was really, really crazy. And I, at one point, did not even realize I was going to be getting on this attraction. I had no idea how great the theming of this ride was. And I'm so glad that I got, not dragged on, but I'm so glad I got, convinced to ride, because it really was spectacular theming, and the actual ride itself was awesome. It's one of the taller pendulum rides. It might be the tallest in the world. I'm not sure if it's the model that was the tallest when they unveiled it last year when they did they did 5 or 6 of the tallest pendulums in the world. I don't know if it was one of those or if it was a year before. I'm not 100% sure, but it's tall and it's a great ride. Another great themed attraction is Pirates of the Deep Sea. This is their Boo Blasters ride, and and it's themed so well. I mean, when have you ever heard of Six Flags doing a unique theme? And this isn't themed to like an IP. This isn't Bugs Bunny. This isn't Marvel. This is not Marvel, DC. This is just a Pirates ride. It's not like any Pirates movie or anything like that. It's just strictly Pirates. So they didn't do an IP. They actually themed an attraction non-IP, and it was very good. It was so awesome. I really liked it. It was so unique. The Boo Blasters normally have that cheesy, cartoonish ghouls and monsters and skeletons, but this was really well done. I really was surprised by this, and I'm so glad that I checked it out because, again, I was not planning on doing it. I was planning on strictly staying to the coasters, but I really got a good feel for this park, and I did most of the attractions there, and I really enjoyed that. They also have some cool pay-to-ride attractions. They have the go-karts. They have your slingshot ride. But something they have that not a lot of parks have is a zip line. There are a couple like Dollywood that do have a zip line, but this park has a zip line that goes up on its quarry wall, and you get to zip line down, and you get to see the whole park, and it's a great view. I did not actually get to do it, but I could just tell from where it was located that it was going to be a great view of this park. This park is beautiful, so that was such a cool thing that you get to do if you want to. So there's a zip line, and that's something that not a lot of parks have, so I thought that was really interesting and awesome. They had the water park, but I did not get to do that while I was there. It was not open, nor would I have had the time to do it really, but it looked great. So based off what I saw, I did not actually get to go in, but just looking around and seeing it, it looked pretty great, and I've heard it's great. So that's definitely something to check out while you're down there. Another thing is their food selection was not the greatest. I ate at Sanger Fest Hall food court, which is like their fest house, big, huge eating place. And I didn't think it was that great. It was all right food. It was your typical theme park food. And this is the one area of the park where I would say they don't have it hit it out of the park, or they don't excel at is their food. It's just typical theme park food. I got a turkey leg and a salad. It was all right. And then later on in the day, I ate at Chopsticks, which is their ripoff of Panda Express, and it was good. It was all right. I got beef and broccoli, and I thought it was pretty good. It's not the best theme park food, but it's not bad. Definitely not bad, but it's just not the greatest. It's just your typical, all right, standard food. I was there for an event, though. I was there for an ACE event, but I was also there for the actual park event they had going on called Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras was an event that celebrated the event of Mardi Gras, and it was really, really awesome. They really excel at this. I know I keep saying they excel, but they do. They excel at everything. It's crazy. They had bands and street performers almost everywhere in the park. They had a parade that was super fun, and actually Acers got to be a part of the parade if they wanted to. You could sign up and be a part of the parade, and that was part of the ACE event we were with, which was really cool. So if I'd wanted to, I could have been on the parade, but I was trying to stick to the coasters as much as possible. But they had bands and street performers everywhere. Even before this parade started, they had them throughout the day walking around, handing out beads, singing songs, dressed up, giving high fives to people. It was really awesome, and it was really great to see that, because not a lot of Six Flags parks are that immersive, but this one definitely was. And they also had a band in the Sanger Hall food court that was playing some classic rock, and I'm a big classic rock guy, as you might be able to tell. I'm wearing a Pink Floyd shirt right now. I'm a big classic rock guy, so that really impressed me. I really liked it. And again, Six Flags Entertainment, you don't normally get that. It's normally like the coasters are the highlight, or maybe there's an okay atmosphere or whatever, but you never get like great entertainment at Six Flags Park. But this really surprised me. I was getting some good music. I was getting some awesome shows and performers, and really this park hit it out of the park. Pun intended there. I know I keep saying in the park, hit it out of the park. The puns are intended here, because they really do it well. I want to give a big shout out to Jeffrey Seabird, who is their park president. He does an excellent job. And when do you don't ever see a theme park executive or president or anyone on the higher levels cleaning up their park. He was walking around with a broom multiple times during the day. I saw him. That's just something cool that you don't normally see. There are some exceptions to that. There are some good park presidents, but normally they're so busy with what they're trying to do, managing the park, maintaining the park, making sure everything's flowing well, that they don't have time to do the small jobs that, I know they're supposed to clean up the park. I know there's like a rule that, sometimes the executives are supposed to come out and help maintain the park, but you don't normally see that. And I saw him multiple times throughout the day walking around cleaning up, and even during the ACE event, he came up to almost every enthusiast, shook their hands, asked them how the day was. So, in terms of park president, park management, this park excels as well. And it trickles down because the employees are also great. So this park really, really, really deserves all the praise it gets, if not more. I really, really was surprised by this park. It was amazing, and it's one of the best parks I've been to. Again, I don't normally praise a park this hard, but I mean, there's really no criticism that I can give to this park other than the food. That was really the only bad part. But I mean, naturally, it's beautiful. They have great theming, great coasters, great family rides, etc. I mean, everything that you want in a park, this park does really well at. So again, outside of Busch Gardens Williamsburg, I think it's probably the most beautiful and the best themed park I've been to. So one of the best parks in North America, in my opinion. And I'll see you guys all next time for the next review of whatever I do next for my Texas trip.